Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and we are here for a brand new Age of Wonders Planetfall series. I am finally getting around to all the Age of Wonders updates and stuff that have come out since the game launched. Those of you who are watching my previous series with Ronald McDarkside may know that I started that one before even the first DLC came out, so it was basically the vanilla game. A lot has changed in this game since then. There's a lot of new content, new world events, new races, two new races actually, one new secret tech. And I'm just going to jump right into it. Now, there are two new races that I haven't played yet. There's the Shakarn and the Oathbound. I am going to be playing as the Oathbound in this series. I think they're more interesting in my own personal opinion. Shakarn are cool. They're kind of weird, and I don't know exactly how to play them very well. I've gotten more practice in with the Oathbound since Star Kings came out, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I think I have some interesting little tricks with them. I'm not as good with them as I am with the Vanguard by any means, or with the Amazon, who I've gotten pretty good at, or the Syndicate, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So for this game, I've had some people request the new Empire building mode or whatever, Galactic Empire mode. I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like you conquer a series of worlds. Um, and I might do that in the future, but I'm not going to do it for now because I want this series to be focused primarily on the Oathbound and how to play the Oathbound. What I'll be doing is an 8-player game, always game intensity on hardcore and opponent level and extreme for me every time. I set it at 8 players. I can go up to 12, but I don't really want this game to take forever. And a large map is a good fit for 8 players, I think. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm leaving landmass types continents because the Navy in this game is complex enough to be interesting. So I kind of like, on Age of Wonders, a lot of times I play land maps because the Navy's pretty basic. But in this one, I think there's a little more to it. So I kind of enjoy the continents. We'll pop into advanced setup here for a second. We've got classic turns. I'll just let you guys read through all that if you're curious. Most of it's at the default for those previous 5 settings that I just went through. The only major change here, and I'll click through all this for anyone who's interested, but the only major change here that I am going to make is in the victory conditions settings. So we'll go to, I think it's in game flow, victory conditions. I'm going to turn off Doomsday Victory. I believe you can still use Doomsday technology to give yourself an edge without Doomsday Victory being turned on, but in my opinion, Doomsday is just kind of like an easy out. I think it's too easy of a victory to get. I want the game, and this is also part of the reason why I lowered the map size, because I don't want the game to take forever. Doomsday is a good way to end it quickly, but I want to kind of get a different victory, and Doomsday just always seems to kind of happen too naturally for me. So we'll turn that off, but Unifier, Score, and Domination are all still on. And I'm leaving Allied Victory on too, so I could end the game with an ally. I really do enjoy the diplomacy in this game. I thought about doing a straight-up war game, team battle kind of thing, me versus X number of computers. But I want to leave the diplomacy on for this one, just because I think it's a little more interesting in this game. And I'm going to obviously jump in and select my commander. I will be playing as Celeste Darkmatter here. This is a brand new Oathbound Herator. I think Herator works pretty well with the Oathbound. They actually do share some entropy related stuff anyway, but kind of their weapons technology, because Oathbound use arc and entropy fits well with the Herator techs. But there's other reasons too, so we'll go into all that in a minute. So I'll go ahead and select her. And I think that's pretty much it. That should be all the game settings. So let's not delay anymore. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. It is a standard Imperial world, by the way. I know there's also other world types. Again, that might be stuff I get into in the future if, you know, the Planetfall series that I do gain a little more interest. Usually Age of Wonders 3 kind of does better on my channel versus Planetfall. I think it's just generally more popular and more people know about it. And a lot of people kind of like the fantasy element of it as opposed to the sci-fi. Me personally, I like both of the games. I think they both do things respectively very well. But this one is the one that I still have a bigger learning curve to overcome on. So, let's see what we've got here. We have started in the fungal area, which is actually one of my favorite places to start, because I like focusing early game on research a lot and growth. That's primarily the two things I go for quickly, and fungal is good at both of those. I can see here that I've got what looks like a pretty obvious food sector right up here, because it's got this structure in it that gets bonus food when in agriculture exploitation, and there's already two agriculture is there. So I like to take a quick look around. As you notice, if you haven't played Oathbound before, I can see a long way around my starting colony. This is a really, really good starting bonus, in my opinion, because you can plan out your early game movements much more efficiently if you know everything that's already around you. I do really like seeing this up here, a tier 3 exploitation in a zone that could become tier 5 if I upgrade it, so I can actually still get a decent amount of production. I don't have a lot of options in terms of energy. There is a potential good energy sector over here that I might invest in. This looks like volcanic terrain. I'm not sure what's going on over there. And let's see. So I've already pretty much figured out food, production. Probably will do research here, or maybe research here and get this. What is this? Okay, good. That's a really good... Broadcast station is great because it gives units built in the colony plus 10% accuracy on their attacks. That's what I like to have for, like, endgame unit producing stuff. So I will probably either absorb that into this city or connect it with other cities elsewhere with a different city elsewhere to make a really good military production city. So let's talk about my character. Now, I didn't actually go into this very much, but my character has the perk that gives her killing momentum, and then I gave her the Heritor ranged weapons perks. Those are the only two. I left the other two as just no perk selected. So she starts the game with the Siphoner Staff, and that's going to be, I think, important, and I'll explain why down the line, and killing momentum. Both of those things work really well together for a Heritor hero. I will also be doing something a little bit unusual with her that I will talk about going forward. But I guess we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and make some of our first moves here. So I want to, let's see, what do we got? Paragon. I don't know how well the Paragon's tech synergizes with the Heritor. I haven't had them as an ally in any of my practice games. I was using Autonom and the Forgotten primarily. But I think that that's actually not bad. They've got some mech kind of stuff. Heritor or Oathbound have a lot of mech stuff. So I think that's a good place to start. What I think I'd like to do is make my first moves count. So there is two things I think I can get here. That's a shelter that'll increase population size. That'll actually allow me to start building a new sector right off the bat because it'll go from 3 to 4. So I think I definitely want to get that on this turn. What I'm going to do is clear both of these on this turn if I can, especially while these units are unmodded. This battle will be a little harder than this one. The bugs are usually pretty easy to handle. So I'm going to try to knock both of these out right off the bat. Let's move her here, that whole army actually there. And I want to make sure that this guy has enough to reach out and meet them. Okay. So I'm going to use, and that would be if he went around. I think I know what to do here. So I'm going to use this one to launch the battle. And then he'll move around and up there. Okay, I think I've got an idea. So you launch the battle here. This is a low-risk battle. I'm going to turn off tactical operations and auto combat right now, and we'll do a manual combat. So I thought about starting the game with my hero with the military detachment upgrade, but what I wanted was, I think it's the Oathbound Augur, and it gives you a the guy with the big bow instead, like the mech suit that has like a double 2 bows in each hand. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I don't really like that as much. So I'm gonna have to play around that. I selected the other perk because, or just declined to select the perk because I can build those guys later, and they don't give me, I think, like as big of an advantage in the early game as I want. I would really prefer the Augur, and I'm going to try to get one as soon as I can, and that's something I'll also talk about in the near future. So these guys I have to be careful about. Oathbound, in the very beginning of the game, I didn't initially like them very much because it feels like these units are more fragile than they should be. Especially these guys, but even this bigger Paladin Protector, which just looks like it should be kind of tanky, it really isn't. It's got a lot of physical armor, but they don't handle range attacks very well. So they're good at, this guy will be good at handling like the bugs, but not handling range attacks from these little quartzite things. And these Psionica Leeches, they're kind of a new unit that have been introduced since I played my last game. They've got some, I think, well, I was thinking they had a lifesteal effect, but I don't think they do. Yeah, that's a range attack psionic, which bypasses all armor. That's not good for me. And then there's this beetle thing, which also is psionic, bypasses all armor and shields. But that's with a melee attack. It's a psionic melee attack, and he also has that life siphon thing. So basically all these things here are going to be a little tougher for me to fight than what comes after. Fortunately, my main hero I rely on very heavily in the early game, and I will kind of give you guys a taste of that here in a minute. I'm going to get this guy kind of over here as quickly as I can. I want to give her precognition, probably earlier rather than later. So let's go ahead and do that now. I also want to keep my units kind of spread out because this thing's arc attack channels, and it's kind of like a chain lightning thing, so it'll reach out to other units within a certain range. So I want to keep my guys spread out just a bit. Maybe kind of like that. And I'm going to put this guy behind her, but with his shield active. One of these guys do have a pretty nice defensive ability of being able to put up those shields. It does give them some shields. Again, the psionic attacks are just going to bypass that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And with this guy, I just always leave him near that hero, and usually prefer to leave him on defense on the first round of combat. It looks like they're charging me, so I'm going to let them do that. They have not shot yet, unfortunately. I would like one of them to let their guard down, but we'll see what we can do. So she's got that energy drain attack, but doesn't have particularly good accuracy on it. That beetle can't reach anyone with its melee attack yet, so I'm not as worried about that. I think I still want to have them charge me, so I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to back this guy up a bit, move this thing down here, give precognition to the big robot. And what precognition does, it basically, the next attack that would hit that unit, it stops it from hitting that unit. It's really nice because if the unit misses anyway, it doesn't use up your charge of precognition if the enemy misses you anyway. I'm going to leave this guy here on defense, and let's see. I want to move her. I'm actually gonna, I still think it's better to leave these guys spread out, so I'm gonna kind of do this. Just leave him there on shields. He'll get a charge of precognition back after this turn, so I can give that to somebody else or shoot things if I need to. I'm gonna leave him here, actually. That looks good. And I'm gonna leave these guys on defense right here, just out of melee range of that thing. Okay, that looks good to me. You have to be very, very careful with the Oathbound in the early game on difficult settings. Okay, precognition triggered, and I only got grazed, so that's good. He missed. Life Siphon, that kind of hurts. Okay, they went after my leader pretty hard there, but I think I can make this work. Alright, so the leader that I've chosen starts the game with the S-Tech Siphon rod or staff and the Imperial Revolver. I also have Killing Momentum, but the really nice thing is that this guy can also give her all her charges back, so she can theoretically attack up to 7 times in a single round. So I want to deal with these guys, but they have Overwatch and they can't be staggered. So I think for her, I kind of want to get... Well, I kind of want to get this box out of the way so she can focus most of her energy on killing that thing. I want to increase my odds of hitting it. And I don't have a way... Later on I can get a way for her to do that, but I can't right now. I can stagger most of the other stuff here, which is probably what I need to do. I might flank around and get them. But I need her to kill a lot of stuff on this combat round really fast. How much health does this thing have? It's 30. That's a lot to chunk through. I think what I'm going to do is move her. I don't want to spend time cutting through all that. So I'm going to move her probably 2 spaces over here. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. Move her 2 spaces over here and energy drain. I want that thing gone. Then I can use the Siphoner to give her all of her charges back. And actually, I really want to hit something else. So I'm going to try to kill that thing with a different unit. I'm going to move this guy here. Oh, wait, hang on. I might need him to give her precog again. Well, these guys look like they could kill that thing now. It's a 90% chance. It's going to suck if it fails, but she may need... Okay, her line of sight's being blocked, which is part of the reason that it's that low. So I want to get him out of the way, but I'm not 100% sure if I can. I think these guys should kill that. What would the range attack do? Not enough. I'm going to take that 90% odds. I have failed on this many more times than I'd care to admit before. Okay, good. He's dead. That opens up the path for her to get a kill on this guy. And then she can also even reach out and shoot that guy. And that takes 2 enemies out. She's officially out of movement now, but I can give her precog for defense. We'll see, though. I might actually just want to try to finish everything off. That thing can stagger with the Volt Pike and kill. Actually, it'll kill that thing. It should kill that thing anyway. He can run out here and stagger that. I think I want to shoot at it, too. So yeah, this seems like a pretty good choice to go for. I think maybe I could even go for a flank on that, but it doesn't look like I need to. So I'm just going to send them up, and we're just going to hit it. Okay. Really glad I didn't fumble either or mess either of those up. That thing, if it shot at her, it's probably not going to kill her, but I'm going to give her a stack of precog anyway, just to be safe. I want you to go out there and stagger. Oh, crap. I've already misclicked. No! Oh my gosh. It's the very first battle and I've already misclicked. Okay, can he actually kill anything? I don't think I'm really at risk of losing anything. It's just annoying. Because he's going to shoot 3 times now. He can basically hit whatever he wants. Plus, I need to do another battle on this turn. I'm going to give her precognition just for safety's sake. And let's see, how much damage can you do to him? I don't really want you hitting those guys for a whole bunch of damage, so we're just going to have to end turn there. Okay, at least he got an attack of opportunity on it. That could have been worse, I think. Alright, I want you guys to go around and do the flank attack. Alright, and now I want to try to get some healing in here. So this guy can move a bit. That's exactly what I'm going to use him for, actually. I want to get these guys out of the way and move her up to here, just to where she can get a shot off. I'll move this guy back. They can do an AoE healing charge, so that'll heal him and her, which is really nice. It's really the Oathbound's only healing option. And then she can hopefully kill that. If not, okay, we'll graze. Then I can just shoot other stuff at it to finish it off. Okay, not a bad battle other than misclicking right off the bat. And now we have to kill some bugs. This one should be a bit easier. I'll take that food. And I'm not gonna choose what building to build. Wait, actually, is this production resource? No, it's shelter. So yeah, that's gonna give me, okay, that'll give me population. I'll choose what building to build in my city afterwards. I want, for now, to move this guy here and take this out. Low risk battle, and I think I feel pretty safe about this one. We'll do manual. So I was able to get through that last battle without taking too much damage. I want to level up my hero so I can get some cool stuff for her that'll help make this strategy of relying on her very heavily much more efficient. Okay, so these guys are going to charge in. This thing will do much better against these bugs because of all its armor and the fact that they're not psionic, so they're not going to be punching right through that armor. I'm going to, for a battle like this, where grouping units up doesn't really matter as much, I want to move him forward and probably just bunch everyone up within his shields. Like these guys, this guy up here. I need to get this drone over here as quickly as I can. And I do like to go ahead and give those guys precognition, but because of my hero, like the big guy, the paladin, I like to give them precognition because I usually use them as a tank to kind of get the battle started and to shield other units. But in this case, because my hero is damaged, I'm going to give precognition to her just to mitigate some potential incoming damage. We'll have this dude standing kind of, I would say actually more to this side. So if he needs to move one space and get a clear shot on something, he can. And everybody else looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave. I think that's a pretty good setup. Be a little more cavalier with these bugs. They're just not as dangerous as things that can bypass my armor. Alright, so they'll jump in, they stagger. That's kind of what they always do. Hero didn't take a hit, but she's under Overwatch for 2 different things. I can deal with that, or I should be able to deal with that anyway. This guy will absolutely smash these bugs. What I'm going to do is move this guy here and soften this one up. Then I can use this character to finish him off as long as he doesn't fumble. I really want them to, I think when they level up, they start out at 90% accuracy, but I think when they level up they get +5, yeah. But when they get to veteran and it'll be 95, I feel a little safer with that. This thing I'm going to use to get rid of that, probably. I want to move. I'm trying to see if there's another way I can get him, but nah, this is the best option. So he can get rid of him. And my hero can move here and get a decent shot on this thing. It's not perfect, but it should be enough. Because what I'll do is shoot that up a bit. She's still got precog, so she's fairly safe. I'm going to give her all her action points back and shoot again, and then I get a final shot to shoot at that guy. So as you can see, just using her very heavily to deal an awful lot of damage. Now, I don't care if he takes damage. I don't really actually care much who takes damage, but she's got precog, and she can only really be hit, I think, once by anything. Yeah, so she's got precog. That guy's tough. So I'm going to give precog to that guy right there, just to prevent him from taking more damage from a hit. And then I'm going to use the paladin. Okay, he jumped over. That's fine. I'm going to use the paladin to heal everyone in the area. Whoops, well, he took a hit, but yeah, I forgot about melee Overwatch. I just staggered him first. But he can heal everybody in the area, and then really anybody can just finish that off. Again, because of the way XP is divided up in this game, it doesn't really matter who does the kill, because everybody shares experience who participated in the battle. Okay, everybody leveled up, and I think my leader got one too. Nope, unfortunately my leader did not level up, but hopefully I'll get that soon. Okay, so can already annex my first sector with Allura Archives. I'm going to go for food, prioritize growth very early, plus I've already cleared this sector, got that food bonus going in it. So annex sector for Allura Archives, we'll do that. Okay. Is there a quick save feature in this game? Because I started using that. I'm going to try, yep, okay, good. I want to make sure I'm using that on a more regular basis since I've had some weird computer issues lately. I actually almost broke my processor. It might I know I damaged the processor socket when I was replacing a fan, but I think I got lucky and everything still seems to be working. I bent some pins on it. It was not good. Okay, so I've cleared that now, and I have just enough for this guy to go meet the Autonom, but I can't pick up those production resources just yet, unfortunately. Or I can't do both anyway. If I was more creative in how I moved stuff, I might have been able to, but that drone can't quite reach it. So, I'm going to send this guy out, and the more important thing, I think, is to get the quest. I'll pick up the... Well, actually, I don't know. I can get the quest... Actually, I'm going to get this first and get a free building on turn... Oh, wait. Collected production is added to your nearest colony. Okay. It's not a free building. It's just more bonus production for whatever it is that I decide to build. I almost always start with a central biofarm, regardless of what this suggests, because I think early game growth is almost always better. just having a bigger population in your colonies. And I like to use the starting colony to give food to other colonies. So I'm going to do the biofarm. And maybe I will get the production just to get the biofarm, see if I can... I don't know how much that actually gives, but if I could get it in one turn, that's 0 out of 100. It never gives that much. It's not going to give me 100, so I'll pick it up on the next turn. We'll move you here then, and we'll just go ahead and meet the Paragon, offer aid. They want me to go way out there, kill some plants, probably growth, I think. So, if I'm reading that right. And then, let's see here. Everybody's kind of got to go that way anyway now. Although I want to stop and get that level up. I might go out of my way to do that first, actually. There's a research pod there that I want. This guy can pick up that production on the next turn. I think they're going to take a little while getting down there. So I'm going to have this guy go towards that research, or that helipad. Okay, yeah, I'll go grab that helipad with him, and he should be able to, both of them should be able to make it back down here by the time that army gets back down there, I think. That should be just about it that I can do on turn 1. So a fairly long turn 1, I know, but I wanted to make sure I got off to a good start here. So I'm just going to actually maybe get in the habit of, well, actually it auto-saves between turns, so I don't really need to do that. Okay, so turn 2, here we go. We got the Paragon quest going, I need to get over there. There's also a dwelling over there that I think I would like to meet. That might be like my second dwelling. It's either that or maybe down there. Sometimes it's hard to tell. That's not it for sure. I should have a Oathbound colony somewhere near me that I can go visit. How close can you guys make it to that on this turn? It's going to be a while before they can actually get out there and move the whole army onto it, which is what I need to do. So I think I'm just going to move them as close as I can. But leveling up early is super, super important, so I want to make sure that I do that. I don't think any leveling is lost, so because I'm like partway to level 2 already, I don't think any is lost by triggering... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that should still work. I was worried I might lose XP in progress by getting an instant level from the Imperial Standard, but I don't think it works that way. So I'm going to move them there. Can't really do much this turn. I'll get the helipad pickup with this guy. Hopefully it gives me like a... Okay, it gave me some influence. That's actually pretty good. I can use that. And then he can move back down this direction. This dude can pick up those production resources. That finishes the biofarm that I was building. And I can go straight into an agriculture exploitation, which I'm definitely going to do. And then just get that food income rolling in really strong right at the beginning of the game. I'll move him back down with them because I need these. There's pickups that I want, but these guys are needed for combat in the early game. Because that precognition is very nice to have, and I still think the Oathbound have a pretty lousy starting army, all things considered. These guys do a lot of damage, but they only hit once, and I kind of prefer units that can hit multiple times. Void Blast is okay, but they're just fragile. They just feel really fragile to me. They always die easy, and I think it's because they just get shot to death because they don't have shields. They just have armor. Okay, so now we get to talk about techs. Now, what I like to do with the Oathbound, me personally, is go for this one first to get the S-Tech Confiscator, so that I can use that to mod my hero, and then she can, by energy draining... well, actually, there's a couple things I can do with her. It'll make more sense as I level her up, I think. But I like to basically get that energy drain and use her to boost her own accuracy. And I like to do that for a different reason that pairs very well with this mod here, Momentary Insight, which isn't a mod, it's actually a tactical operation. But those two pair very well together. And some of you might already be kind of figuring out what I'm talking about here. But we'll go for Gift of the S-Tech first. And I think the next sector I'm going to want, because I do need research fast, is... Oh, I could get another... Oh, you know what? I think I just figured out what I'm going to do with my capital. Because there's another good food sector over here. I could make my capital a very strong food city and use it to grow other cities around it. That's probably what I'm going to do. And then I could get research and even build an ocean exploitation here to further boost food. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. There are ways you can increase your because of the new residential exploitation. There's ways to increase your colony size beyond the normal 4. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. We'll kind of see how the game develops, I think. Society research. This one I'm kind of usually more on the fence about. I think people's contracts is probably more important to get early if I want to avoid using units, losing units, because both of these are very, very good. Duty of care, more, it basically improve your relationship with factions faster, which is really good. But pre-battle predictions also really, really good. All units in the battle start with 1 stack of precognition. I usually go for that one to avoid losing units in the early game, so I'm going to research that first just to get a doctrine active. And that's it for that turn. Will that agricultural exploitation work? And get another battle in here. Okay, so should be able to do this. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's going to be on the next turn. I'm going to move them here. And it looks like there is more Paragon standing on that. I'll probably just ask them to leave later. Let's see here. We'll get this guy here. And unfortunately, the whole stack has to move onto that to get the level up bonus for it, which I guess is okay. I'm going to pretty much leave. Well, actually, it looks like there's a pickup down here. Maybe I can grab that and get back to help with the battle. I'm not 100% sure. How far can you go? We'll see how far you can go. I might have enough room to pick that up, get a little bonus production, and still make it back in time for the battle. All right, we'll end the turn there then, because that's still working on the agricultural exploitation. A lot of little ways you can boost your economy in this game. I think the economy and the management in this game is fun. It's confusing as heck to learn, but it is fun once you figure it out. So now I've got a solid agricultural exploitation going, already 68 food per turn in my starting colony, and I could even buff that further if I really wanted to focus growth, which I kind of don't right now. I'm actually going to probably put a focus on research. Let's see, what? Oathbound Augur, that's what I want as soon as possible. I'm going to get the Specialist Trading Center, and I don't remember if I need actual military tech to get the Augur. I think I do. Yeah, I've got to get the No, wait, that's the Watcher. Oh no, wait. The Augur is available right at the start of the game. Yeah, he's available at the start of the game. So it's the Warden and the Watcher that come a little later. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that Augur. I want 1 Augur as soon as possible. Okay, so he can move beyond that a fair number of spaces. How many spaces in total can he move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he's technically back in the battle. He'll be kind of in an inconvenient position, but it should be okay. I want those production resources, especially if it gets me that Specialist Training Center faster. Ooh, that's a Serpion. Oh, that's actually a pretty good unit. Entropy related too. And apparently it can swim, otherwise it wouldn't be on the water. I'm gonna take that. Well, okay, maybe it can't swim because it put it on the land, but that's cool. It's a really nice thing to get early. I would actually like to have him involved in this fight so he gets a level instead of this thing. I could do that if I don't mind moving people out of the way a little bit more. Because he could move... I would have to move them around and then move everybody back, but I think I'm willing to spend a little extra movement to do that. Just to get him a level right off the bat. What does he get when he levels up? Extra health, accuracy, health, accuracy. He gets ignore Overwatch at prime rank. That actually could come in really handy. Yeah, I'm going to try to power level him a little bit. He can become a part of the core army. I don't like it because it's a snake, and I don't like snakes at all. But it is an entropy-related unit. Is good to have. And I may as well actually move everyone around anyway, because having him in the party, he's going to be in that party for a while probably. So let's see. Now I want to move both of these guys probably here. I don't think I want to buy that yet, because I think I'm going to want the... you know what? I might want... Actually, you know what? I might want to reach out this way. Yeah, but that's a starting... Now, I still want that earlier rather than later, and that's going to cost me... How much influence? I got a little bonus. That's 41. I'll be able to get that in 3 turns if I don't buy this. So yeah, I'll come get that agricultural exploitation later. I think the production zone's a little more important early on. Okay, those guys are in position. Then I can launch the battle with these guys. That's actually kind of a tough call. Should I allow them to retreat? The Oathbound do get bonuses for being good. Otherwise, I would definitely take the XP because I'm a bad person like that. But in this particular case, I think Oathbound need to give a little extra priority to being good. So yeah, I'm gonna allow them to retreat because there's some hero upgrades that can benefit from that. And I still get a level because that structure gives me a level. So we'll take that. Okay, now here's where things get interesting with the Oathbound. The Oathbound have a lot of bonuses. Trailblazer, while in a vehicle, give fast movement. That one is not a good example, but attenuators get stagger resistance in a vehicle. They have a lot of really good vehicle-related upgrades. Oathbound are almost designed to be pilots and drivers of vehicles. But that is not what I'm going to use my hero for. I might use other heroes for that, but this hero is going to be used kind of to build on the strategy that I'm already doing with her. So one thing that I want right off the bat is Essence Seeker. Actually, I want both Essence Harvest and Essence Seeker. Essence Harvest gets her an Essence Charge while in defense mode, so she'll get run up right off the bat. Essence Seeker... Actually, no, I don't want Essence Seeker, because I'll get a mod for that. I could pick it, but it's actually not going to... It won't stack with the S-Tech Siphon, I don't think. Energy Drain, 8 Strength Chance. If I deselect that, it's an Energy Drain of 8 Strength Chance. Okay, so actually Essence Seeker is maybe not a good pick for her. But Essence Harvest is one that I want. So I'm going to confirm that. And let's see, what else do I want? I might pick Deadeye, because accuracy is going to be very important for her. But also health is important. I don't want her to die early either. So I think I might do Vitality for this next choice. I'm not going to get Infantry Commander yet. I just want her to stay alive, so we'll give her some extra health. Alright, and then we'll end the turn there. It's her next level up that I feel like I can really go crazy with her a little bit. Just buff her to, or get a very significant amount or increase to her combat effectiveness. Let's go north. And I think it's pretty much just straight north because I want to complete that quest for the Paragon, so I don't see a reason to go out of the way. Now, these guys have a bit more movement, so they are more free to explore. Although I know that I want one over here to get to talk to the Paragon when they become available in a couple turns. So I'll kind of send him off this way. I'll probably leave the other one sort of hanging around them, but I do want to go see what's out here, so he can fly on ahead. And it looks like a Kirko settlement. Okay, that's cool, as well as a small anomalous site that could be fun to explore. Just not quite yet. Does she still have... Okay, she's 8 out of 20, so she did retain her XP when she picked up that Imperial Standard. One more turn left for the thing that'll give me the Augur. And I met the Kirko, the actual Kirko. Sure, I'm here to bring peace to this planet. I don't want to fight with any NPCs yet. So I'm just going to say nice to meet you. I want to compliment them, but I want to buy this more. So that'll have to wait. This guy can move out here and just get within range to pick that up. And then I think after that, I'm going to use this one to go pick up all this stuff. So I want him on this side of the city so that he can move in and talk to them on the next turn and get that extra influence. Close the channel for now. this city will be grown enough on the next turn to actually absorb that, or at least it should be. So the timing of this works out almost perfectly. So we'll just let that be as it is for now. There's stuff over there that I'd like to pick up, but I don't know if drone guy can go down. Actually, he should have time. Yeah, actually, what I'm going to do with him is, well, my city can produce a unit now. So I want an auger, like right away. This guy, I'm going to have go get the production to, ah, man, there's stuff there. Okay, never mind. There's stuff on it. I'll send my hero out to clear that, to clear some of this stuff in the area soon. For now, you need to go back up. I should have moved more carefully and checked for scanners. That gives you that kind of yellow. Actually, it didn't even show up on scanners that there were units there. I guess there's just a limited range to it. Let's move you up here. I know there is a limited range to it, it's just I don't always pay very close attention to it. Message from Paragon faction. Oh, they have another quest for me to do in this area. I'll take that. Easy quests early in the game is always good.
S-Tech mechanizes a lover's touch.
S-Tech Gauntlet. Okay, great. Okay, so the S-Tech Gauntlet is really nice because it can consume essence charges. I mean, the increased damage is good too, but the real thing is that it can consume excess essence charges for increased accuracy, which my character now gets because I picked that defense mode S-Tech, whatever it is called. She gets a, on the very first round of combat, where a lot of times you don't shoot at anything, when she enters defense mode, she's just going to get an essence charge and can use it right away to get a 30% boost to accuracy. That pairs very well with Momentary Insight, which gives Providence, which guarantees critical hit chances, but that critical hit can never exceed the hit chance of its attack. So by boosting the unit's accuracy, you're making the crit chance much more likely to occur. I think initially when the game came out, that wasn't limited by the hit chance of their attack, because I think that got patched. I'm not 100% sure. It felt really overpowered at first, but now you can kind of balance it with this S-Tech mod to still make it work anyway, which is why I think Heritor, one reason why I think Heritor pairs so well with these guys. So we'll research that. For economic research, we do have our doctrine available. I want to get that active right away. Let's go to operation. Where's that at here?
Operations
there we go. It's been a
available
little
for
while.
planning.
I got in Age of Wonders 3 mode. I have been practicing this week, but I've also been in kind of Age of Wonders 3 mode lately. I want pre-battle predictions. The other one is great, economically speaking, but I really value these military upgrades, and starting every unit in your army with a stack of precognition at the beginning of the game is a huge advantage. It's very, very good. This also gives me access to the throne. I might mess around with that here in a little bit. Let's see. I think I kind of know exactly what I could do. I'll probably make her colony lord of my starting colony. It's kind of cool how you can use heroes as governors now, and I'm pretty sure, I've only played Oathbound recently, but I'm pretty sure any civ can do that, any race. Alright, so you're good there. You can chill out for this round. Society research. What do we want next? Probably frontier facilities. That's just a solid one to start with. Especially, I think, getting the standard military infrastructure up early is great because you don't have to worry about enemies invading you as much. At least on, like, standard hardcore settings. You can actually manually adjust the advanced settings to make invasions more dangerous, which is like making hardcore even more hardcore, but I'm just leaving it at the default settings. I'm not that much of a masochist. Okay. Should be able to get this on this turn. Also, my city can grow again, which is perfect timing because I'm going to ask Paragon to get the heck out of here. Ooh, give me that beamer rifle. That's fun. Repeating attack charred. Well, do I want that? Do I want the production or do I want the energy? I kind of want the production for that auger that I'm making. So I'll go ahead and take that. It's not a great weapon. I thought it was something else at first. I thought it was like the red RPG thing, which would be really nice for her because of her killing momentum perk, because it only costs 1 action point to fire. But that's okay. I'm going to absorb this right away, and then this guy can go out and start exploring for easy loot. Let's just go there for now. Okay, free pickups, energy there, Cosmite there, something that I can get there. Looks like more Cosmite, which is good because I can start modding my units now Although probably won't do that like right away because I have units to fight here too. Alright, so I'm gonna have you go pick that up. We'll get a little bit of free research. Then you come back down here. And I'm gonna move you here and then use him to launch the battle. So these guys can start moving down towards the next objective because this guy can fly, so he'll catch up. So we'll launch the battle here. We've got units with some mods, but it's still a low-risk battle. The main thing that I'm kind of worried about is that Vine Bud, maybe the Big Pig. But I think I can use some of the bonuses I've gotten from her to tip the scales in my favor. So let me make sure that I put that mod on her. Did I confirm that? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Almost screwed up there. Definitely want to put that on her right away. There's other things I want to put it on too, but not right before a battle. Maybe after this battle, because I need that cooldown. Alright, now manual combat. Okay, guys. There are, holy crap, there's a lot of explosives here. Battle strategy might have just changed, because they gotta run right through all that to get to me. Oh man, if something stands over, that's a chain reaction waiting to happen right there. Okay. What do we got here? We got units that... Okay, that guy's melee only. Bio damage, but a heck of a lot of bio damage. Those guys can spit at me, so that'll encounter shields, but this has to go through armor. These guys have to go through armor. Where's the Vine Bud? What do they do? I know they've got some... They can spawn the Vine Sprout, which is an annoying little thing. They can... It's like they can have like a little weak extra unit. Got Vine Slash, which is melee, and a good defense mode. I should be fine here. I'm just going to let them run right through all this crap. No AoEs, so I don't really have to worry about bunching up so much. Where's my other... Oh, there he is. I'm gonna put them like this, put her in the back, put this dude up here, shields up, and I can actually have the serpent kind of forward too, and we'll just do that. Give some shield benefits to everybody in the area, and let them walk right, or charge right in here at me, and hopefully I can take advantage of the terrain here. Alright, now is when I need to pay attention to how far that pig can run. He actually... Oh, wait, no, wrong pig. Hang on, did I select the right one? Where's the big guy? Is that as far as he can move? I feel like he should be able to go further than that. Maybe not. Huh. Okay, well, if that's as far as he can go, then that's as far as he can go. I'm definitely going to get hit by the bee, but I think just staying here is fine. I've got... Condemned to Drained. That actually probably... Well, I can't use it in this battle because it only works on infantry units, but I need to remember that I have that. That's another reason to get that tech I got first, is because you can start getting extra units with it, and those drained units, they stay with you after the battle. Basically, you cast it on an infantry unit. If you kill that infantry unit, it becomes a drained unit, and that drained unit stays under your control after the battle, so you can collect some meat shields early in the game. Not really meat shields, though, because they're ghosts. Oh, crap, I forgot that guy's over there. Alright, well, that's actually kind of okay, because it distracted one of their units, so... And we are going to blow some crap up. This is always fun. I love it when maps have lots of explosives on them. It's just a good time. Alright, you go way over here. You've distracted the Vine Bud. That actually sort of accidentally worked out nicely. Let's see, there's the big guy who... I'm going to try to stagger. If I can hit a 55% chance on any of that. What's the, it's only 15. She could shoot at it. She can increase her accuracy and shoot at it, but I really need her shooting at enemies. Particularly these bees right above my head. I would kind of like to get them out of the way. Alright. I can organize this all right. I need somebody. energy drain, but that thing's got Overwatch and I can't stagger it. I need to blow that up somehow. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do that. She can shoot at it, but that's a bit of a waste because I need her shooting at other things. He's got a decent enough chance to hit it, but it's not great. I'm almost wondering if I should ignore the explosives and just focus on kills. That might be the best option here. I mean, it's 6 versus 3 over here. So yeah, I think I'm getting distracted by trying to set off that explosion when I don't really need to do that. It would make dealing with this guy a little easier, but it's not at all necessary. I think okay, so what I'm thinking about doing, these guys, do they have Overwatch? Because if they do, I would prefer it hit this guy. Okay, well, it didn't trigger, so. From here, she gets a better shot at that pig, which is, I think, is what I want. Can you guys, what's your odds of hitting that thing? I don't know whether I want to just have this guy stand up there and defend the pig and focus on the bee instead. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I need to hit that bee with one of these units. Got Stinger shot, that would definitely do the trick. All right, I think I'm gonna do that. Use Stinger shot on the bee. That gives you a stack of energy drain. Then she can finish off the bee.
Enemy
That gives her action points back to possibly shoot that or shoot the big pig. I think I'm just going to focus on shooting the big pig. She grazed. That sucks. All right, let's give you all your points back. Energy drain. That's going to lower his attack quite a bit. That should be down quite a bit from 25. It's now down to 18. Energy drain is really nice for that. It pairs well with atrophy, which you can get on your heroes a little later. And then this guy can pretty much finish it off, but it's going to take a hit of Overwatch. So let's see if I can lower it. Oh, she straight up killed it. Okay, problem solved. Great. These guys are going to run in and be in little nuisances. I am going to just kind of protect my units here. These guys are poisoned. I would rather... You know what? What's he going to do? I don't really want him charging my hero, but on the other hand, I think this is actually the right call. He'll almost certainly bioblast something. Yeah, they'll be fine. I'm gonna leave him with shield up, leave him kind of hidden back here, under the shield and behind other units. And the other guy I've already moved, so we're good. Did I turn him to face the correct direction? Just so he doesn't get flanked. Although I don't think he can, because I don't think that unit has a range attack. Well, aside from the vines that can summon. Okay. Not bad at all. Now what I can do is... She's going to have a little bit of accuracy trouble here. So what I can do is do that, because these things are hard to hit. That boosts her accuracy a bit. Still not quite enough to get a perfect shot, but I think what I'm going to do is move... So these guys are really by far easiest to deal with melee units, so I'm just going to do that. We'll stagger him. That will make him a bit easier to hit, I think. I'm going to move this guy here for a second, so she can get a clearer shot. Wasn't quite enough to kill, but I should be able to finish it with this thing. And yeah, we'll just chomp it. If I could find it, why can't I? Where is it? Why can't I get this guy to target it? It says he can't reach target, but that's not true at all. Oh, is it because the big pig is an obstacle? Right, okay. Because it's a large unit. I could kick that out of the way with this guy if I wanted to. Maybe? Wasn't thinking that worked. Well, hang on. There's a different option here. Since this guy doesn't need to recharge her on this turn, he can only do that once every 3 turns. I'll just try to set off those explosives now. There we go. Problem solved. And then I'll probably will heal in a minute here. But I'm going to get these guys a bit further away from the vines and the other unit because they're the most damaged. I don't think the vines can bother the flying units. So we'll just let that thing come back over here and we'll deal with it separately. Okay, the vines can tunnel, that's true. And I need to kind of get them... Okay, they're very weak, so... Get rid of them, please.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay. Siphoner. I need you... Probably here. I want to group up some units for healing. I'm also probably going to boost her accuracy again, maybe. Actually, from here, she's got a pretty good shot at just about everything. I'm going to go ahead and send him down here, face him the correct direction, and I'm going to heal everybody now. All right, and you can shoot... Oh, you're standing next to explosives, actually. I think I can take advantage of that. You guys really should stop doing that. Okay, energy drains up, and then I should have plenty of units to finish with range attacks.
Our
There we go.
forces are victorious.
So far, battle's actually going pretty well. Better than they did in any of my single-player games, to be honest. I actually had almost always lost a unit by this point. But so far, this is going well. I'm going to take that reward. I'll take the food. Growth is always good. And relationships have improved with the Paragon, so may as well go see how that's actually faring. Where is... It's actually just easier to find it this way. Paragon. There we go. Okay, they're that dwelling southeast. Okay. So let's discuss trade. And how much till the next state? 50. So we're already at a diplomatic state of peace, so I can already buy their stuff. Those guards are good. I like those guys. But they're not as necessary for me right now because of the fact that I already have a melee arc unit. That's kind of my starting infantry guys. The soldiers are honestly a bit more useful for me because I don't have... Oathbound kind of don't start with a lot of range stuff. Reactor shielding is a good mod. It kind of would solve the problem I have of my units getting picked off easily by range attacks. For now, I can't afford any of it, though, so we'll just leave it alone for now. And I can almost guarantee I'm not going to be able to clear whatever is in here, but I can take a peek, at least. Yeah, modded autonoms, 2 Justicars with big rockets. We're not going to try that yet. We're not going to do that yet. Alright, you can go back across and start heading towards the next objective. This guy is... has a little extra movement, more than I thought he did. Let's get the energy and then pop up and get the Cosmite. We'll go loop around down this way first. Shin sent a message.
Incoming communication.
I don't know where he is. I have no clue where he's at. But I don't really want to war early. I'm halfway thinking about complimenting him, but I also want to buy stuff from the Paragon. Especially, I like that sort of, I don't know what to call it, a honeymoon period in the game where you've only met one faction, and so you can just do quests for them like crazy without making anybody else angry. Oh, what have we got? Tombs of Ignition. I haven't seen this. A lot of information has been lost since the collapse of the Star Unit, including the Promethean vaults, which are suddenly being unearthed. Whatever the reason may be, they come with a number of combustible gases and elements, some even spontaneously igniting as they reach air. Okay, so some Promethean vaults appear around the map, and ranged attacks have... all range attacks in the game can apply burning for 5 turns. Okay. That actually isn't great for me, because I don't have many units with range attacks, or at least not great ones. And, okay, we got a spawned army of marauders there. Oh, I got my auger. Okay, now that the auger's done, I want the standard military infrastructure. Stuff's gonna start spawning. I want that, and then I want the rec dome right after for happiness. I also need to get her to my leader's army ASAP. They can float, so they'll move a little faster. Should be able to catch up. And we'll do that other quest for the Paragon. Oh, Hopefully don't run into anything out here that I'm not expecting. And then this guy, well, might almost be time to have him just go up. Well, there's stuff here he can go pick up, so I'll keep him with them for now. The other one's off to pick things up. Okay, I got momentary insight, which is really, really good. And I'll be able to put that to good use here pretty soon. Now time to get some more mods, I think. I like that mod, and I like this mod a lot. That's kind of the early game setup I go for on my leader. So I'm gonna research that. In fact, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna shift click and just research both of those. I'll get magnetic. I'll get some arc mods a little later, but for now I want those two. Those benefit my leader very nicely.
Colonies
Okay, Rec Dome is done. I think at this point maybe it's worth grabbing food development, since I kind of am investing pretty heavily in food right off the bat. Alternatively, operational effectiveness. Actually, what do we got up here? Ancestral Creed. That would give me another Doctrine slot. That's not really that good. All units carry 1 essence charge. That's a good doctrine operation. But I think I'm going to go for operational effectiveness first. Yeah, I think that's what I want. At least one level of that. Just for the operational prowess on top of the doctrine slot is nice. Okay, and then it'll let me use more tactical operations in combat, which is just always a good thing. Alright, you pick up the energy, and there is Cosmite here. It's a bit dangerous getting to it, but I think he'll be okay, because he can fly. Yeah, he should be fine. We'll take that, and then just make sure I get out of their range, so I can move here, and they can't... Okay, they can't quite reach me if I'm there. So then he can run up and get the other... actually, you know what? I'll just move him even a bit further away. And then he can go up and get the Cosmite on the next turn. Okay. Alright, so I think we are off to a pretty solid start here. I'm actually probably going to wrap this one up here. This seems like a good spot right here at the end of this turn. I'm going to... oh, wait, hang on. Let's check this out. Personality trait of Chin. Leaders have personality traits now. This is new since the updates and DLC and stuff came out. So prefers dealing with players with a low combat ranking and players with a high reputation. Dislikes players that have defeated other players. Okay. Cool. He likes me a lot more now. He is a pacifist, and I have so far been playing relatively peacefully and trying to get high morale. I let those people run away, so that may have worked out in my favor there. Let's go ahead and click through these other things, too. Doctrine is enacted. Pre-battle predictions is now up and ready to go, and a couple other commanders got quests done. Okay, so I think this is roughly an hour, so I'm going to call it for this episode. As far as the format for what I'm doing right now, probably will stick with trying to do the 3 episodes per week. I'm going to be focusing on one series at a time right now rather than trying to do this and Age of Wonders 3 at the same time, because I can get more done that way. Do comments at the beginning of one episode and then just do 3 episodes right in a back-to-back without losing my flow and just get more gameplay out. So likely 3 episodes this week, and hopefully next week. Christmas is gonna, I probably will take that week off for like Christmas and New Year's. I'm gonna have some downtime there, but for the time being, we'll get some Planetfall out, a whole bunch, hopefully here pretty soon. I hope you guys are enjoying this new series. If you're new, coming from Age of Wonders 3, I hope you'll at least give this series a try. Planetfall is very fun. I know some people don't really like it just because they miss the fantasy theme versus the sci-fi theme. And yeah, you know, it's a personal taste, so that's fine if you feel that way. But I do think this is a really solid game with a lot of very interesting mechanics, so I'm hoping you're enjoying this for now. And Age of Wonders 3, in case you're wondering, will come back after this series is over. So thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it, and I will see you all soon. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.